What's up there, world? I'll say it again. What's up there, world? I'll say it again. No, just twice. I never know. I never know when it starts. There's always lag. It always takes time, people, to get places. Sometimes I say it again, again, again. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Say it again, and again, and again, and again. You don't have to do any of that if you don't want to, but I recommend it. Just like that. Cause loving you is too hard. All I do is not enough. Sandbank with the window down. I'm gonna use it. Use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it, use it. People, I've been watching. I'm really excited about the new Vine that's coming out. I hope that people are as well. I think they will be. Vine was so cool. And Byte is coming out. I decided today I'm going to do a segment, a show. It's going to be called The Vine Show. I'm going to schedule it too. I'm going to try it. Let's see how it goes. But not for a few months though. It's coming out Q1. Q1, people. Right now we're in Q4, so we gotta subtract 3 and add a whole number. More to come about that in the future. I was just watching some old Vine stuff. There's so much like camera footage and stuff. Camera footage? That's a great way to say it. Real old school. So much footage. So much stuff that was making me laugh that I forgot about. A big part of my time. I'm gonna sing this song in a minute, but I think it is good to talk to you a little bit about this first. Why is it good to talk about? I don't know. You never really know about these things, but sometimes you just get the feeling. Or maybe it's just that the best way that I can describe it is by saying you get the feeling, because language is limited. Let's be frank here, people. Oh wow. That's a song that I used to play called Words for Birds, because people make up words to be heard. Something like that. I'm flying to the world at the speed of my sound. Gravity's no nickname, means nothing at all, because words are words and they're not for birds. No, people make up words so they can be heard. Words like falling, words like falling, words like falling, and the ground, and the sound. A song I don't remember very well, but I know I did have one of these chords right. I just listened to it a few days ago too. It was kind of cringe, and I was thinking, I've never really used the word cringe before. I think that's the first time I've ever said it before. But it was just like, it was a video that I recorded like 4 or 5 years ago. It's on YouTube, of a songwriting process that the song I was working on, a lot of songs I worked on back in 2014. Good songs, some of them, but some of them, the delivery and everything wasn't great, and the whole, just because I thought that I never really thought about, people say cringe a lot. It's kind of like popular now, but I never really felt that way about. I never really feel that way about stuff. But I did feel it about that, and I guess I wrote that. I think I do feel it about my stuff sometimes, like only old stuff, and I wondered if I'll feel it about this stuff. I'm sure I will, because there's so much live stuff. There's just so much. How could you not? And I'm doing such ridiculous stuff sometimes, but a lot of it just makes me laugh though, and a lot of it I'll never see again, probably, frankly. And there's so many things I want to cover here. I was just I was talking about something good too before I started to get distracted by the limits of language and words for birds and everything. I can go on and on, man. On and on. On and on. In case you didn't hear that. microphone should be a little bit more like this, huh? Yes, it should be. Especially because the camera's over there, so it's a little bit of a weird thing, but it's fine. No, it's good enough. Yeah, so one of the things I was talking about was like, well, I don't know if I should go there. I was gonna get in this whole thing about how, I don't know, about how we learn things, and things are often not what they seem, and they change. Like our perspective on things that happen is constantly changing. Like there was a video that I did like a few years ago, and these were the vines. I was making a lot of vines in 2016, and some of them I remembered, like they stayed in my memory because I worked on them or I shared them elsewhere or whatever. Some of them I didn't at all, and I had these memories like that was such a bad video. But then I look back and it's so funny that I did it, and it's just like, your perspective changes on those things. And then some things like seem like they're really good, but they're not. All those things. There's more to say about that, but I think I was on another point though. I think so. Oh well, things happen. Remembered it. I was thinking of data management. How could I forget? Have I talked about that? I don't think I talked about that. I spent a lot of time just like looking through all these files. So many files. So many files. Where are they all? Where are the files? Where are they though? I don't know. No, that's not really how I was thinking about it. until I put it together with the music, and then it just made me wonder. It didn't really make me wonder. I don't think I wondered as I said it. I think I just blindly said it because it sounded funny. But it has been taking up a lot of my time lately. It just seems like a high ROI thing. It's something that it's fun in a way. Like watching the videos, the old stuff is fun, but then it also seems valuable to make sure that everything is properly backed up and redundant, not relying on just one machine or one company to keep the data, you know? Not even two, more the better, of course, depending on the cost of time and resources and everything. But there's a lot better that I can do though. And then also spreading it like more visible, you know, getting it out there more platforms and more networks, more people, all that stuff like that. A lot of things to think about there. The window down, 80 now and the radio loud. Same songs with the same old rhymes, told me to shake it off and sing from the lights. 'Cause loving you is too hard. All I do is not enough. Loving you, I cannot be loving you. Whoa, loving you leaves me hurt. All I do is get burned. Loving you, I cannot be loving you. Whoa, loving you is too hard. All I do is not enough. Loving you, I cannot be loving you. Oh, loving you, I cannot be loving you. Oh, loving you. All I do is get burned. Loving you. I cannot be loving you. Oh. Count stacks of the routine lights. Funny how easy you can see my blind side. Still the same songs, the same old beat. Sure I could stay, but there's a place I'd rather be. But I can't help but drive away from all the mess you made. I should listen to the verse, or I could just play the chorus. Loving you is too hard. All I do is not enough. Loving you, I cannot be loving you. Oh, loving you leaves me hurt. All I do is get burned. Loving you, I cannot be loving you. Whoa. See, I remember all the times you made me covered in crazy. Can't forget about the way you played me like I'm never gonna change your world. It ended so long ago. So please let me go. long ago. So please let me go. 'Cause loving you is too hard. All I do is not enough. Loving you, I cannot be loving you, oh, loving you leaves me hurt. All I do is get burned. Loving you, I cannot be loving you, oh. That's how it's supposed to end, definitely. So a few more thoughts. I really like the idea of talking here. I like the idea of talking. Lots more thoughts. Let me get my feet up here a little bit. Let me get an talking situation here for you. Let me get a talking situation for you. This isn't about me. This comfort, I'm doing it for you. So, okay, one note that I want to consider. So many ideas that I could share right now. It's crazy. One thing that I want to consider is, and maybe practice, learn, certainly, and it might be a really valuable thing to learn. Should I prep it up more? It's big, people. It might be big. I don't know if it's big, really. Maybe it's better. Nah, I don't know. Okay, the idea is just improving, learning more about getting better at doing a part of a song that I don't know, having more confidence in it, or having more boldness in it, or just going for it and having more focus on it, having more like trying to do it. Kind of just like the other day how I was talking about how I shouldn't like give up too early on riffs, or I shouldn't like self-identify like, oh no, I'm not gonna do with those riffs or whatever. Like it's better to like focus and try really hard with those, right? Same thing when I don't know the verse of a song. Yeah, sometimes it's best to just listen to the song, obviously, because then you can learn the song well that way. But even when you don't do that, or you don't feel like doing it, or you're in the middle of a song or whatever, I can invent on the spot, make it sound good. Usually, I think maybe always. Like I was doing it there for a little while. In the beginning, when I started doing the verse, I didn't know how to do it. It didn't really sound that good. But then later, I came back to another verse, or I think it was the bridge actually over here. Yeah, I was doing. See, I remember all the times you made me covered in crazy, and I have no idea how that part goes. No idea, but that sounded good. I thought, like you can still hold a melody and just improvise the melody completely with just the chords and the lyrics and make it sound good. I mean, you already have a big part of the puzzle pieces there. You can just make up the melody, make up the rhythm, whatever. I should do that more often. So many things I want to write down and internalize, but it's not worth writing it down and internalizing everything. You don't have time for that. And then plus you don't have, you have to stop what you're doing currently. Like, if I was able to transcribe it a lot easier, I would be transcribing it, but it's just not that simple right now. This is the best way, and I think just talking about it is the best way to internalize it, really. I mean, of course, it'd be better to see it in writing so I could see it again at later dates and like defer and schedule that, but it's not really a big deal. Just something that maybe it'll stick in my head, you know, the neurons connect. Maybe. Another thing about talking, too, about the streaming in general. So I've been really enjoying these streams a lot. Yeah, I wrote about that a bit yesterday. Like, it's not like 100% always enjoyment, just because sometimes there's like setting stuff up, and sometimes I'm like, you know, I'm tired or whatever. I don't feel like doing it every time. But then every single time that I do it, when I'm actually into it, I enjoy it. and I love it. And it makes total sense because I love playing guitar and I love playing music and I love talking. I love just like going free with this stuff, you know, just rambling and just letting out or whatever, just talking about whatever. And it just gives me a time and a place to do it. So it's like one of the best times. One of the best times of my day, one of the best times, you know, I'm doing exactly what I want to be doing. And I feel like it's like, I feel like it's where I should be, like what I want to be doing most. I feel like I'm making progress on there, even if I'm not, you know, even if nobody's watching right now or whatever. It's not about that. I mean, it is, of course, I want people to watch, but it's also just, I'm just enjoying, I'm doing what I love to do. So, and I also feel like I'm building towards something more as I do these, and I'm learning, and I'm creating, and I'm, you know, making insights. So I just love it. And I want to keep this too. You know, I'm working a lot. Part of the data management thing is to get it, you know, long term. It's not always the most fun thing to research all the differences between like how Facebook and Google manage data and all this stuff. Sometimes it's interesting, but it's not as much fun as like playing, creating, generally speaking. But by learning those things, and by learning how I can use tools like Restream and if this then that and all stuff like that, by like, you know, expanding the both redundancy of it so I have it more later, and, you know, improving the future so it can be edited or shared or whatever, and then also like distributed further on more platforms and get more visibility, and then planning out how I can like the Vine show, for example. Vine has like a lot of viral potential, and I'm also putting the stream and all my stuff on Facebook as well, so that has a lot more people on there, and also the viral potential and stuff like that. All this stuff to try to get out there more, as well as like interacting more with communities. I'm constantly thinking about how I can make the stream bigger and better, both on like, you know, in all ways really. Make the stream bigger and better in terms of my performance, like I was just talking about, playing the songs better, and also technical side, making the video better and the whole thing better, and the talking better and the production better, and make, you know, cool visuals and stuff like that. And then also about making the distribution better too, like getting it out to more people and, you know, getting the messaging right, or making it more, I don't know, fun or friendly or interesting or whatever, or, you know, being in the right place at the right time, sharing in the right place or whatever, to make it bigger and better in all ways. One of those ways being like just growing the channel, growing an audience, getting people to watch it, getting people here to watch it. I don't know if getting is the right word, but like, yeah, attracting people and like building kind of a community, or like just, I don't know what the best way to phrase it is, but getting people you know what I mean? I don't know, building an audience and building the channel is probably the best way to put it. Even when I do that though, I've thought about this a lot. Like, I've thought about it a lot. I wanted to be, and it's becoming clear every day, of course, you know, everything is iterative. You know, you always change your mind, and you learn more based upon what you learn and stuff like that. So I'm thinking like with the context of how much I enjoy doing the stream right now, when there's usually not too many people watching, it's usually just me just playing. But I hope that changes too. You know, I'm working a lot to build it, and I'm hoping that happens soon, like next few months, or, you know, as soon as I can, really. But we'll see what happens there, of course. But I think it will happen, and when it happens, when the stream grows and there's like people watching and stuff like that, I don't want to lose this kind of like this sight or this, I don't know, this freedom with it. Like, I want to have the same kind of like, just like rambling conversations. It's not even a conversation. I mean, I guess it could be. I want it to be a conversation sometimes. Like I do want it to be like, meeting people and have it a social experience stuff. Especially as streaming gets better too, when it becomes not just one-to-many streaming, but many-to-many streaming, and you can like stream with other people and stuff like that, and you can have it, that's kind of happening already on like Instagram and YouNow and stuff like that, but it's not what I'm currently doing. It's not available on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. But so yeah, I want to make it more social and more like, hanging out with people and playing music with people and talking with people and all that stuff. But I also don't want to lose sight, and I want to continue doing this, just I don't know, kind of private stuff that I'm recording and sharing openly with the world that anybody can watch. And at times I'll communicate with people and share it with people, but at times just doing this, I don't know, it's kind of like personal. It's kind of like a monologue, I guess. I mean, it would be cool. I don't know how I'll do it really. Like if people were here and they were talking, I suppose that I would talk back, right? That's like the good thing to do, to have a conversation and stuff and not ignore. But sometimes it is good just to go and ramble and not have it be, I don't know, just go and ramble completely on my own, however it feel like, without having other people chime in and stuff like that, So I think maybe sometimes I'll make time for that. I mean, I don't really have to think about it right now, because right now I have a lot of other challenges ahead of me, and it's not sure that it'll get there. But I think it's good to talk about it. It's good to think about it. And it's also good to maybe say it out loud right now, so that in the scenario where that does happen, where the channel grows and all that stuff, the audience grows and there's a lot of people watching, that I still make time for this kind of thing, just like chilling and jamming, and also not feeling like there has to be, even if maybe it's not so much. I mean, a part of it is interacting with people as opposed to interacting with me own, but with me own, you know what I mean? But a big part of it is just like the feeling of freedom, I guess. Like, and it might be like an acting out of love rather than acting out of fear kind of thing. Like, I don't know, in a way it's kind of easier to just like talk to yourself than if there was like 1,000 people watching or whatever. I might be more careful about what I was saying. I might be like, oh, maybe I should try to entertain them or something, or like, maybe I shouldn't just ramble. Maybe I should like focus on playing music or something. But I don't think so. I mean, I think that it'll be constant decisions where I'll have a lot of decisions ahead of me, and sometimes it will be best to just play the music or whatever, and sometimes it's not the time to ramble, but it's like that too right now though. I mean, sometimes, like right now is a rambling time, but sometimes it just play song after song after song, and I think it's going to be just like that. But I don't know, I guess I'm just saying that I enjoy this kind of thing a lot as it is right now, and as it grows I want to like maintain this kind of feel, this kind of vibe. Like, I don't know, just very, I don't know, I like it. It just, whatever feels right for me, to me. And it's kind of like nothing's out of bounds, I've just been rambling for like 10 minutes now, just playing the guitar. So I'm going to do a lot more of that. I think so. I think maybe I should stand up. Standing up is good. Love sick, the beat inside my head. And waves struck a sea of bitterness. Lights out, solo in the blue. Before I found you. Days pass slowly, lost and low. You gave me hope, and now there's only blood running in my veins. Never been here before, and I've got love falling like the rain. Never could have asked for more. I got so much soul inside my bones. Take a look at me now. I'm young, forever in the sun. Ever since you came along, I'm living a true life. I'm living a true life. I'm living no true life. Turn down the voice inside my head, 'cause heaven only knows why we feel this emptiness. But I will climb out, find another view. Now I found you. Days pass slowly, lost and low. You gave me hope, and now there's only blood running in my veins. Never been here before, and I got the raw. No, 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 no. I got so much soul inside my bones. Take a look at me now. I'm young, forever in the sun. Ever since you came, I'm living ultra life. Ultra life with me, baby. Ultra life with me, baby. Another thing I want to talk about too is talking versus playing. It's not really versus, they're kind of like teammates that sometimes spar or something, you know? It's not anything like that. It's a totally different relationship. Let me get up, because that'll be good for my body and my soul. Mostly my body. I don't know if soul's a thing or not. Yes. Oh, it feels so much better for my back and stuff. Stand. Okay, cool. Yeah, so to sit, to play. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about to talk. To talk versus singing, really. Because those are two things that don't really go together that well. Although every way, in a way, whenever you talk, it's kind of like a song. You know what I mean? But aside from that, though, alright, forget about the verses thing. We don't talk about that. Just that's only what I said, just to make it sound dramatic, I guess. I was just trying to add some flair, and I didn't know any better word to do it with. just the idea of, like, usually for a long time I was very obsessed with songs, and I still am, obviously. But I guess there's a lot to be said for talking too. And I've been kind of obsessed with that too. Like, I've liked taking videos and just talking for a while on the videos. And I guess now is like, I'm getting into it more than ever now, because now I have a setup. You know, the camera's right there and I don't have to hold it. I'm here already. And sometimes it's nice to just talk about it. And I feel like right now maybe it's more valuable at times than playing songs. Like, I can get out a lot of ideas and think about a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of ideas to think about, a lot of ideas to share, a lot to talk about. And I feel like it's also something good to practice too. Like, I practice singing songs a lot. And of course more practice is always good, but it's also good to practice talking more and practice these ideas more. Of course, there's always new ideas and there's always new songs, so it's good to do both. But yeah, I think that also kind of goes back to what I was saying about songs and talking and the current stream as it is right now. Like, when I first started streaming, I was kind of shy to talk because I wasn't sure what to say. I wasn't sure what I wanted to say. And I didn't want to say the wrong thing. I guess, I don't know. Especially when I first started streaming, there was a lot more people watching than there are now too. And so, I don't know, that was just something that I was like, well, I don't know what to say. I know I like it, music, and I know I like when people sing, and I don't like when I sing. And so maybe I'll just focus on that rather than talking too much. It's also something I've become, you know, just more confident about what to say in general. You know, I'm more confident about, like, the mission, the goal, and, you know, what I'm doing here. So maybe I wasn't so sure about that in the past. And also a lot of other life experiences too that have kind of helped me learn what to say, or learn what I feel like should be said, or what I should say. I don't know, in a way it's more of me too than the covers, you know? The covers are kind of me. They are me, it's all me. And, you know, everything's me and everything is you, right? The universe. We're one. Good stuff. But I don't know, you can kind of hide behind covers too, and, like, you know, not really express yourself as deeply because you're, you know, singing somebody else's song. I wrote my own songs too, but I didn't really do that much when I was streaming that much last year. A little bit here and there, but, you know, I wasn't afraid to do it, but I just wasn't as open as I am now to do it. Just talk and ramble, and I feel like that's something that I also shouldn't lose sight of, and that I should continue doing. Just these open-ended rambles live, you know? I feel like that's just a good thing to do. I don't know how many people do it. I suppose a lot, although in the streams I've watched, I haven't seen it that much, like this much rambling, really. But I'm pretty sure that does happen, though. It probably happens way more than I realize. I just haven't watched that many live streams recently. I've been watching more pre-recorded stuff on YouTube, but anyway, there's so much to say. So much to say, I could just go on, and sometimes I don't know if the point is getting anywhere. But it is. It's always getting somewhere, but sometimes it takes lots of twists and turns and goes to different places that you didn't expect. That's what happens, people. What can you expect? Let me go get this one. I got it. Yeah. This is a nice thing. I kind of want to play this one, actually. I kind of want to play one more song. Maybe we should go pretty soon. I'm also going to try to, I won't mention that here. Oh, this one's a good song from what I remember. Like two satellites in orbits, like two satellites in separate orbits. Like a quiet light, the but slowly distorting. I was so lonely, I was so lonely in love. Guess I was never enough. Like two chemicals erupting in thunder. Up high in vertigo, you left me to wonder. I was so lonely in love. Guess I was never enough. 'Cause you were the best thing. 'Cause you were the best thing for me. Stole my mind and found my dream. Baby, if you could only see my heartstrings, 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 heartstrings. Best thing for me. Open the doors and set me free. Baby, if you could only see. Heartstrings, 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 heartstrings. Like two radios, our frequency fading. Why can't we start again without tessellating? I was so lonely in love. Guess I was never enough. Like the afterglow, your words were a million. Cut short now, heaven knows love feeling. I was so lonely in love. Guess I was never enough. 'Cause you were the best thing for me. Stole my mind and found my dream. Baby, if you could only see. Heartstrings, 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 heartstrings. Another thing too that I want to lose sight of, and I want to continue doing, is like having the freedom to just like be, you know, just figure songs out on the go, you know, all that stuff. I think it is really important. I really like the way that the stream is right now, as far as like just what I do, you know, talking, and like the whole PLAYTUBAS mentality for me, the lifestyle. It's all about like, I don't know, maybe it's gonna sound weird, but like perfecting the art of imperfection. That's just a phrase that I heard. Dan May said that about Casey Neistat in an interview podcast. I think something like that. It was like, just, I don't know, it's better to share like it as it really is than try to make it perfect, right? And I don't know, there's a lot of like streamers who like, they just play like great music all the time, and like musicians in general, like they always like, when they play a show, they have great music, and I would love to do that as well, like have rehearsed songs and stuff. I think I've talked about that a lot, how great that would be to rehearse songs, especially if I had a band and stuff like that, I can play live and whatnot, like live in person. But then also this too, like I think it'd be really cool to do like maybe a day, you know, like scale it up, learn, rehearse songs where I have like a day or like a certain portion of, I don't know, like one day a week or something like that, where I'm like rehearsing songs and stuff like that and doing like an actual show. That's stuff I want to do, but I also want to keep this like just really casual, imperfect kind of PLAYTUBAS style, you know, where it's just like anything goes. I say anything. Sometimes it's better to ramble, sometimes it's better to play, sometimes it's better to just learn the song on the go, sometimes it's better to do a song I know, sometimes it's better to you know, all these different things. I want to keep that. I want to keep that mentality because I really just enjoy it so much, man. I was thinking about that last night. Like I kind of surprised myself. Just it makes total sense. It's all the things I love, and it's all the things I've been building to do, and it's all the things I know I love. But then I don't know. There's so much around it, so much, you know, so much complicating it that I don't know. I guess I kind of just lost sight of it, and that at some point it was like I was pushing myself to do it because I'm like, oh, I should do this because, you know, that's what I want to do for, like, you know, career and all that stuff. And there's also a lot of pressure on it too because I want to, you know, work and be successful, and I do have, you know, I put a lot of resources and time into this, and, you know, it's like real stuff, you know, it's real, like there's real, I don't know, like real stuff on the line, real time. This is life and death. I mean, it's not really life and death because fortunately, you know, like the place I live and family and friends and stuff like that can help support me to some extent, but on the other extent, like I you know, I need to do it. I need to do it. So there's like pressure, and there's all sorts of stuff that's like just like work, just trying to get stuff to work, trying to get this computer thing to work, trying to get this and that to work, trying to get the data to work and stuff, trying to attract audience, all this stuff. So it's kind of complicated in all those things, and I don't know. At sometimes I guess it was more like I was pushing myself to do it, and I kind of lost sight of it about how much fun it was. It could be like I always knew it. I always knew like the whole point of this is to have fun, right? I mean, to a big extent. I mean, there's other goals and points of it, but really having fun is a big part of it. But yeah, I guess I was just thinking about it yesterday, especially after I've been doing it, because now I've been streaming for almost 2 months straight. I mean, I had a couple breaks where I had to like go and take trips and stuff like that, had to stop for a few days or a week, but so it's really been like a month and a half probably, but almost 2 months where I've just been doing it every day, like really, I'm pretty into it, and I completely plan on just continuing doing it, like no intention of stopping anytime soon. Very excited for this whole year coming up, streaming a lot, and I feel very comfortable with it. I'm also learning a lot too. I bet that my stream now is probably a lot different than 2 months ago. I don't know, maybe it's not, maybe it's pretty similar, probably pretty similar, but I'm sure lots of things have changed too though. But it's definitely very different from how it was like last year when I started streaming a bit. Just I mean, it's got a lot of similarities of course too, but there wasn't any of these long just rambles, and you know, there was also not as much, like, I wasn't sure at the time whether I should practice and rehearse songs on the stream or if I should rehearse songs before the stream. I tried doing that a lot, like tried like making a set list and rehearsing it beforehand, but it just never worked for me as well as or it still hasn't worked for me as well as just like getting up there and play tubing, you know, playing tuba with it, just going for it, just streaming or whatever. So yeah, now that I'm in the habit of it, I love it, absolutely love it, and I just want to keep these ingredients in there, I guess is what I'm saying. And I'm just rambling, saying a lot of stuff, but good rambles though. Good rambles is a good thing. I'm gonna write that down. Good rambles. I should go pretty soon. Sleeping is good. Oh, this is a good song. I feel like doing this again. Well, way up north where the air is cold, there's a tale about Christmas that you've all been told. And a real famous cat all dressed up in red, and he spends his whole year working out of his sled. It's the little Saint Nick, it's the little Saint, it's the little Saint Nick. Ooh, little Saint Nick, ooh, little Saint Nick. It's the little Saint Nick, bobsled, we called it Old Saint Nick. But she walked with the toboggan with a 4-speed stick. She candied by an apple red with ski for a wheel. And when Santa hits the gas, man, just watch her peel. It's the little Saint Nick. Little Saint Nick. It's the little Saint Nick. Ooh, little Saint Nick. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. Run, run, reindeer. He don't miss no one, and hauling through the snow at a frightening speed, with half a dozen deer with the Rudy to lead. He's gotta wear his goggles 'cause the snow really flies, and he's cruising every pad to his little surprise. It's little Saint Nick. It's the little Saint Nick. Little Saint Nick. Ooh. Merry Christmas, Saint Nick. Ooh. Merry Christmas, Saint Nick. Christmas comes this time each year. Well, way up north where the air gets cold, there's a tale about Christmas that you've all been told. The real famous cat dressed up gold in red, and he spends his whole year working out in his sled. It's the little Saint Nick. The little Saint Nick. Ooh, oh, the little Saint. Ooh, the little Saint Nick. Ooh, the little Saint. It's the little Saint Nick. Ooh, little Saint Nick. Just a little bobsled, and we called it Saint Nick. And she walked with... Man. I need water, but I don't have water up here, I don't think. Let me see if I have water. Sometimes it happens. Nope, no water. I don't know if I messed that up when I did that. I fixed the green screen a little bit the other day. You notice that? Pretty nice, huh? They're just more like, see, more lines, more straight up. Anyway, I think I'll stop. I'm gonna do more of this on though. I'm gonna put a space bar here so I come back to it. That's my little way of reminding me. And yeah, I'm gonna get going. That's a good idea. I'll be back tomorrow though. That's good. I'll see you later.